Mia Jaye sold all of Young Dolph's cars for $2 million. And Yo Gotti's uncle owns the car group of all of Yo Gotti's cars. Someone was in the back of Dolph's car, and that's why we never seen them come out. And that's why the guy was banging on the window, because he needed the keys to let the person out. Someone's seeing multiple trailers leaving the warehouses, and that's kind of already sketchy, because why? So, they had to get like Young Dolph's car on the trailer, and you know how that process goes. You have to, load it up from the back, clip it on, make sure everything is hooked up correctly, so you're able to take the car across wherever you need to take it without it like falling off in the mid road of you driving, or you know what I'm saying. Mia Jaye, she's selling all these cars and stuff and taking Young Dolph's cars, and you're wondering where it's coming from. It's coming from all those, the warehouses that they're taking the cars out of, and they're just selling them on the low without anybody knowing the real idea, the big picture of what's actually happening behind the closed doors.
It's like they're basically saying, like, why does she still want to even be involved with them, regardless if it's business or personal? Like, you have to understand, this is a revolving door for like basically trouble, because she has kids by Young Dolph, and this needs not to go on.
And the fact that they didn't want anybody to know that they were doing a deal with that group with Gotti uncle that owns it, and their name is attached to it. So they tried to use business attorneys to do the car deal for 2.3 mil, because when you handling that much, the auto group has business attorneys that back Yo Gotti. They're literally the CMG attorneys that turned down Straight Drop, took on the car deal exchange, because there's no smoke behind that part. So when they took that, Mia Jaye dealt with the business attorneys, not Gotti's people themselves. So when they sold the cars, all they was doing was meeting guys in suits at the office, and they signed the papers to transfer the 2.3 mil. And then they had to signature the money order so they could go and take that to the teller. But the fact that they used the business attorneys was because Yo Gotti didn't want to pop out, and so due to the fact that if he has to be there and gets caught, like, Mia Jaye can't be seen with nobody from CMG, and so if they have to do business, it has to be through business attorneys. So they can't do one-on-ones no more, because that's just going to be weird anyways.
No way that PRE even letting this happen, for the simple fact that RP Dolph. People know that Kenny Money spoke out about him. People know that they try to basically make it seem like no one's really care about Dolph anymore, but there's a lot of people reaching out, and they started a GoFundMe, and they're very they very stable with the conditions at this point.
And we seen someone that worked at the car lot said they see Moneybagg Yo pull up in the Rolls Royce that's camo. He already got it from Yo Gotti, and he tried to go in and trade it in, but he went to a South Memphis car lot just to stun on him, just to try to rub it in their face that he's got Dolph's Rolls that he used in the music video Picking Up Grove Hero. And he went by his house, he went by everybody's hood. That shows anybody leaving Dolph's car, and everybody was trying to say that it's somebody in the car. Somebody was in the car with him.
That's why,
and you could see him moving in the gas station.
That's why his brother, the one with the dreads, who drove the car from Chicago all the way out to Memphis, he was in the front seat. That's why the little one was in the bag. Once dude got out, after he saw that Dolph was in the cookie shop for too long, that rung a bell. That took him. He went from 0 to 100. That's why he grabbed the Drake, and when he went in there, he heard the pops. Once he heard the pops, he knew that they did something to Dolph. And then he looked, and they told him he had to wait outside. That's why once he saw the white cop pulling off, he like, hold on.
Exactly. And he was beating on the window because he was trying to get to the car that somebody was in, and they had locked the lobby. And he was like, "No, it's the person." He was trying to get the because when he had stepped out the car, Dolph took the key with him, but it's push to start. And when the push to start is the key is so far away, you can't unlock the door no more. So he was beating on the windows trying to get the car keys from Dolph pockets. He was telling him, "Get the keys," banging on the window, unlocking somebody in there. And basically, that meant when they said, when he told them to get the keys from his pocket, that's when they start grabbing all the jewelry off of him. And they said, "What? You want us to get all this stuff off of him?" So they started taking his jewelry. They took his car keys and his phone. Both he has two phones, one for personal and one for his career. So what they're doing is they taking both phones and deleting all the messages they had that says that he was going to come and meet him at Makita's for the music video. They start deleting all the phone calls from Snoop Bands to Young Dolph. Raven herself started going through the phone and doing things she wasn't supposed to be looking at. You know, it's a lot of privacy stuff right there that she's already looking at, something that's not supposed to be looked at.
And I don't understand the reason why you looking through the phone when you need to be looking through the video. Raven had played a big play on everybody. And when you look at the facts that what's going on, she lived with Say No to Scope. Right where he recorded the whole YouTube, where he did the live interview, she was in the other room. Like, she was in, like, the room, like, it's like two doors down from the room where he record his videos at. When she recorded that interview, that blew the icing off everything, man. That put, like, the whole case, like, that put basically the pieces we needed to know who was involved in the case together.
And the reason why is because Key Glock's brother did the Find My iPhone, and it pinged Scoes and Raven where they went to, link up at when they made that whole Dallas thing. So they had the phone still. Till this day, they still got the phone. They probably tried to sell it or something, and nobody want to buy it because anybody could go get a brand new phone nowadays. So they wondering why is this Raven girl trying to sell a phone to us that's been wiped out clean, and it looked like it got cracked. Like, oh look, why is she trying to sell a cracked screen phone for cash only to have no paper trail? So